Create automatic documents. We've already seen several times how to create a base document. This is something you guys have done in the previous course. And even in this demonstration, I've showed you guys how I'm generating documents with a button. But obviously we can also do this when the flow goes through this object, through the system task object. So this function is going to allow us to create automatic documents if the conditions are met, because we can see that in these system tasks, we can also set up conditions. These automatic documents are created using the base documents that we previously designed, and this can be done via a system task or via a button. So here we can see in this image, the first thing I have to do is go to base documents, create my base documents in Excel, in PDF, in Word, whatever. And then once the flow goes through the system task, if this system task has been designed to generate one of these automatic documents, it will create it. Besides, once it's created, it's stored in whatever library field we've indicated. For example, we showed in the star message event that we were storing the document in a library field that's in a column of a group of fields. So I'm going back to the class of process I've designed, and I want to first of all show how to create these base documents. Although you guys already know, I just want to mention a few details. For example, if I want, I can create, when I click on create document, I can create it in HTML, in Word, or in Excel. For example, if I click here, Excel demo, I can select this option and click on continue. And basically, all I have to do is integrate a base document that I previously created and stored in my computer. We're going to see how to do that. Basically, what I have to do, I don't know, yes, here I have Excel. I create a new one. And here what I do is I'd add whatever values I want to be generated by the system once the flow goes through this Excel base document. So I have to give it the internal names of the panel in my process. For example, if I put here base reference, that means that when the document, this Excel document is created, here it's going to contain the reference of the process. So here I could maybe add, there we go. So I have tracking number, and here I put base reference. And I know the reference of the process is going to appear here. And here I could put, for example, requester. This one is a little bit more tricky than the Word-based document because here we don't have a tool that allows us to automatically input the values of the panel in my process. I have to write them down. If I have any doubts, I'd have to go here to the panel and I'd have to copy it from here. For example, I want the process start date or I want the start message creator. Well, then this value here, there we go. I'd copy it and I drop it in here. There we go. So now we know that the tracking number is going to appear here, the requester is going to appear here. Maybe here I could put the request date, and then here I need a value. So I'd go and I'd look for this value, for example, the process start date, and I'd pop it into my Excel document, and then I'd save the document. I'd click on Save As, maybe in my desktop. There we go. And now, obviously, this is a very simple document. It's just got 3 different fields, but anyways, for the demonstration, it's enough. And then I'd go back here to my base documents. I have this one here, and I'd have to integrate this document I just created. So I browse it from my computer. Now we've got it ready. Here I could add some information to the name of the document that's going to be created. I could add a description. Okay, that's enough. I'd save and exit. And we already have our base document in Excel ready to be generated each time we need it in a system task. How do we create a PDF document? Basically, all we have to do is create a Word document. But when we create it here, we just want it to be converted to PDF. So basically, the one we created previously in the course, in the previous course, was a Word document where you guys created a base document using Word. But if you indicate here that you want it to be converted to PDF once it's been generated, well, it's going to be automatically created in PDF. So that's quite straightforward. The next option here would be HTML. So if I mark, let's say here, I click on Create Document, HTML Demo, I select HTML, I hit Continue. And basically here I have this rich text editor where I can input whatever text I need. And then I can also combine it with panel fields, rules, comment logs, or records of paragraphs. Okay, so with this I could create an HTML file automatically generated with the information that I have in my process. And obviously here I can also convert it even to PDF. Anyways, this is quite similar. Whenever you guys want, you guys just have to apply the same skills that you already learned in the previous course in order to create these base documents. Another detail I want to mention is when we want to create one document per line of a group of fields, it's important, first of all, to know that when we create the base document, we want the destination of the document to be, we need to make sure that the destination is a column of a group of fields, okay? That's the first thing we have to do. And second, what we want to do is when we're bringing in the fields of the panel, we are probably going to want to use columns of the group of fields. And we have to understand that when the document is generated, it's only going to fill in the document with the information of that line of the group of fields.